When we have our energy, when we are balanced from within, when we have our mind, our body, and spirit in order, we're able to create in harmony with the universe. And what I mean by that is that um, we really need to start taking note on who are we allowing into our spaces, who are we constantly interacting with, uh, what are the results of your interactions, right? Because we don't think about it like that sometimes. We don't we'll get invited somewhere, we're like, oh, let's go hang out here or come over for dinner type of thing, right? But if you know that every time you go to dinner to such and so's house, you end up feeling weak, or you end up being upset, or it's just not a good ending at the end of the day, then at that time you're willingly giving up your power. And your power is your energy, because with your energy, you're able to create, you're able to do things in your life, you're able to show up, whether it's to a workplace, whether it's to an event, whether it is for yourself, even to just go to the gym or even get up and clean your home, because they'll be the little things, right? But if you don't have energy to do so, then you won't be able to do that. You won't be able to do those things. And when it comes to energy exchanges, right? Sometimes we willingly give up our energy, and sometimes people take it from us, which is called energy siphoning, right? So when we willingly give up our power, which is our energy, it looks something like this. You know that at this place that you go to, you're always drained, you're always upset, you don't feel good. The exchanges that you have over there are not beneficial for you, and you continue to show up for either a people, place, or thing, right? Then at that time you're willingly giving up your energy. And as I'm saying this, I'm working on that too. I'm working on that showing up to a place where I know that it's not for me, right? But I still do it, right? So when I speak about this one specifically, I'm working on this one too, right? And then there's the other ones where it's with people, right? Where people drain you, where people make you uncomfortable, where people trigger you, right? And sometimes because of the condition of our hearts, and sometimes the condition of our minds and the conditions of our spirit, we're not able to identify it right away, right? But this is the reason why I'm here, so that we could start learning to identify these things, because our greatest currency is not money. Money is a tool. We need money. But without energy, we won't be able to get that money. Maybe that'll make a difference for someone, right? So, energy is our greatest currency, and people steal it from us by triggering us, usually through our wounds and through the state of our mind and the state of our spirit. And the way they do this is by um, creating situations for you where you're going to have to get out of character, or they want to put you down or make you feel depressed and sad. And when that interaction happens, there's only one winner, right? So if you're not emotionally, mentally, and physically balanced, then that winner will be that other person, which sometimes they don't know that they're doing it, that they don't know that they're being used by an entity. And then there's times that they know, that they're aware of what they're doing, and they feel good about it. That is their purpose. That is their mission, to make sure that they make you feel less than, to make sure that they accomplish their goal. And the way they do that is by getting a reaction out of you. So I'll leave you with homework. If you find yourself, whether it's in a relationship with a friend, a boyfriend, a husband, mother, father, son, daughter, whatever it is, right? And you know you this message resonates with you, and you know that every time you're around such and so, they always do this specific thing. Observe them. Just sit back and observe them, and do not give them a reaction, because when you give them a reaction, that's how they feed, right? They're gonna want you to act out of character, to get your feelings hurt, to make you emotionally unstable, because that's the point, that's the access point, right? So you don't give them that. You don't give them that pleasure, but you observe, and you take it in, and you analyze, right? And then you'll really see that person, because by you not giving them a reaction, something is going to show up in front of you through them. You're going to see something that you've never seen before. And when you do that, you're going to be able to come to make a decision and say, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't go over to this place anymore. And maybe I shouldn't engage with you as often. Sometimes you gotta cut them off completely. Like 100%, like just be done with them, because they're so far gone. Some people don't take accountability for their behavior, and some people are not capable of doing so because they're so far gone. They don't see anything wrong with their behavior. They believe that that's who they are, and that's how they should be accepted, right? And that's called manipulation. Yeah. And we didn't come here to suffer. We came here to live, to do, to create, to learn from our experiences and do something different, right? And when other people choose to stay the way they are, and they know that it's affecting other people, and you have shared that with them, and they don't change, then that is another form. If you stay, that's another form of you giving up your power, of you giving up your vitality, without like, they don't need consent anymore, because your actions are telling them, hey, it's okay for you to physically, emotionally, and mentally abuse me. I care this little about myself that, yeah, I accept you the way you are. For me personally, I don't agree. I don't agree. So if you want to test it out and see what reaction you get, when I tried it, what I saw on the person that was doing that to me was their true nature. Like, you could literally see their true nature. Something's gonna show up for them. So check it out and let me know how that goes.